We all know the feeling. A time when someone spoke or acted in a way that made you believe with everything you had in something greater than yourself. Whether it was a mentor, a leader, or even a friend, it sparked something inside of you. But have you ever wondered, why do some leaders have that ability to inspire and motivate? What's the secret that makes them stand out? Today, we're going to explore the answer to this question. How do great leaders inspire action? At the core of every great leader's ability to inspire action lies one fundamental element: purpose. It's the driving force that turns ordinary work into something meaningful, something that captures the heart and soul of an organization or a team. A leader who can clearly define and communicate the why behind their mission not only gives direction, but also inspires individuals to take ownership and invest their energy in something far bigger than themselves. Purpose is the invisible thread that connects each action, each decision, and each challenge to something greater. It's what makes getting up every morning worthwhile. Without purpose, a job is just a set of tasks. With purpose, it becomes a calling, a shared vision that people feel compelled to work toward. It's easy for employees, team members, or followers to become disengaged when they don't see the connection between their day-to-day activities and a larger goal. The what and how of their work may be clear, but without the why, they lack the deeper meaning that gives their work significance. This is where the power of purpose comes in. When a leader communicates why a mission exists, why it matters, and why it is worth fighting for, they unlock the intrinsic motivation within their people. It shifts the focus from compliance to passion. People want to be part of something meaningful. They want to feel that their efforts contribute to a cause that makes a difference, whether it's to their community, to the world, or to their own growth and development. Purpose provides that sense of meaning. The most effective leaders are those who craft a purpose-driven narrative that resonates deeply with those they lead. It's not just about a vague mission statement or corporate jargon. It's about a compelling story that connects with people's values and aspirations. When a leader is clear about the purpose, they not only make the mission understandable, but they also make it relatable. They share the vision in a way that speaks to both the rational mind and the emotional heart, pulling people into the narrative of what could be achieved. Purpose has a powerful effect on alignment as well. When people understand the reason behind an endeavor, they become more aligned with the overall goals. Purpose fosters a shared sense of direction, where everyone moves toward the same objective. This alignment creates a sense of unity within a team or organization, where individuals feel that their unique contributions are part of a collective effort towards something significant. The feeling that you are contributing to something bigger than yourself creates a sense of pride and ownership. It ignites passion. What makes purpose so transformative is its ability to inspire action without the need for constant supervision or micromanagement. When people believe in the why, they are more likely to take initiative, collaborate, and go the extra mile. Purpose fuels self-motivation, and this is the kind of motivation that sustains long-term effort. Unlike extrinsic rewards or external pressures, which can lose their effectiveness over time, the intrinsic motivation, driven by purpose, remains a constant, deep well of energy. It's this energy that keeps people going through adversity, uncertainty, and obstacles. Purpose also helps individuals prioritize their efforts. When faced with tough decisions, those who are clear on the purpose of their work are better equipped to determine what matters most and where to focus their energy. It's the compass that guides them through the noise, the distractions, and the temptation to veer off course. A shared sense of purpose keeps the entire group grounded and focused on what truly matters. In a world where many people are overwhelmed with choices and distractions, purpose provides clarity. It simplifies decision-making, aligns priorities, and strengthens commitment. Purpose transforms work from a transactional exchange to a transformational experience, not just for the leader, but for everyone involved. Trust and safety are the bedrock of any successful team or organization. Without these two fundamental elements, no amount of strategy or innovation can truly unlock potential. Great leaders understand that inspiring action is not simply about directing people or giving them a vision to follow. It's about creating an environment where individuals feel secure, valued, and supported enough to take risks, contribute ideas, and challenge the status quo. In such an environment, trust isn't something that can be demanded. It has to be earned, nurtured, and constantly reinforced through actions and behaviors. Trust begins with transparency. A leader who openly communicates, who shares both successes and failures, and who is upfront about challenges fosters an atmosphere of honesty and openness. When people know that their leader will not hide the truth from them, it creates a sense of reliability and confidence. Transparency in leadership builds a culture where people feel informed and included, rather than kept in the dark or manipulated. This transparency doesn't just extend to the big picture decisions, but also to everyday interactions, where the leader's words align with their actions. When a leader consistently follows through on their promises, their credibility grows, and with it, the trust of those they lead. Alongside transparency, empathy plays a critical role in creating trust. Great leaders make the effort to understand the emotional and psychological needs of the people they lead. They take the time to listen, not just to hear what's being said, but to truly understand the feelings, fears, and motivations behind the words. Empathy allows a leader to see situations from multiple perspectives and respond in a way that acknowledges others' concerns. When people feel that their leader genuinely cares about them as individuals, rather than just as employees or team members, it builds a sense of trust that goes beyond surface-level interactions. Empathetic leadership makes people feel seen and heard, fostering a culture where trust can flourish. In an environment of trust, safety becomes just as critical. People will not take risks or share their true ideas if they don't feel safe to do so. A culture of safety doesn't just mean physical safety. It also means emotional and psychological safety. It means creating a space where individuals can express themselves without fear of judgment, ridicule, or retaliation. When people are not afraid to make mistakes, ask questions, or challenge ideas, they feel empowered to contribute their best work. A leader who fosters psychological safety encourages collaboration, innovation, and learning, knowing that the most creative and impactful ideas often come from a willingness to experiment and fail. Safety is also built on consistency. When people can predict how a leader will respond in various situations, they feel a sense of security. This consistency builds trust because individuals understand that their leader will act with fairness, respect, and integrity, regardless of the circumstances. When a leader behaves unpredictably or in ways that undermine the confidence of their team, it creates an atmosphere of fear and uncertainty. Safety is about knowing that one's efforts will be valued and that they will be treated with respect, regardless of the outcome. Another key component of trust and safety is inclusivity. A leader who prioritizes inclusivity ensures that all voices are heard and that no one feels overlooked or marginalized. Inclusivity fosters a sense of belonging, which is essential for building trust. When individuals believe that they are part of a team or organization where everyone is respected and valued for their unique contributions, they feel safe to engage and take initiative. Inclusivity also encourages diverse perspectives, leading to more well-rounded solutions and ideas. A leader who creates an inclusive culture actively works to eliminate biases, promote fairness, and ensure equal opportunities for all members of the team. Moreover, creating trust and safety means giving people autonomy and the space to grow. Leaders who micromanage or dictate every detail create an atmosphere of dependency and insecurity. On the other hand, when people are trusted to take ownership of their work, make decisions, and manage their responsibilities, it reinforces their sense of competence and self-worth. Trusting people to do their jobs and allowing them the freedom to innovate and solve problems on their own builds a culture of accountability where individuals not only feel responsible for their work, but also for the overall success of the team. Creating trust and safety also involves acknowledging and addressing conflict in a healthy way. Conflict is inevitable in any group dynamic, but how it is handled can either strengthen or erode trust. A leader who can address conflict directly, without resorting to avoidance or aggression, creates an environment where issues are resolved constructively. By encouraging open dialogue and facilitating discussions where all parties feel respected, the leader builds an atmosphere of mutual respect and trust. In contrast, when conflict is ignored or mishandled, it can breed resentment, division, and fear, breaking down the sense of safety within the team. Finally, the actions of a leader must align with the values of the organization. Leaders who speak about trust and safety but fail to live those values through their behavior send mixed signals. The most powerful way to build trust is through consistency between words and actions. When leaders act in alignment with the values they preach, they reinforce the trust of their team. It shows that trust and safety aren't just buzzwords. They are core principles that guide decisions, behaviors, and interactions. Ultimately, trust and safety aren't created overnight. They are built incrementally through every interaction, decision, and challenge. They require patience, dedication, and a commitment to creating an environment where people can thrive. A leader who invests in building trust and safety creates a foundation that not only inspires action, but also nurtures long-term loyalty, collaboration, and success. The most powerful form of leadership doesn't come from directives or demands. It comes from the way a leader behaves, interacts, and demonstrates the values they expect from others. Leading by example is not just about setting standards. It's about embodying those standards in every action, every word, and every decision. A leader who leads by example doesn't simply talk about integrity, accountability, or hard work. They live it. This form of leadership creates a culture where values are not just communicated, they are experienced. When a leader demonstrates the qualities they expect from their team, they do more than just give instructions. They inspire action. People naturally follow the example set by those in positions of power. When a leader shows up early, works hard, and maintains a positive attitude, even in the face of adversity, it signals to their team that these qualities are not just nice-to-haves, but non-negotiable aspects of the culture. Team members who see their leader make sacrifices, put in the effort, and go the extra mile feel motivated to do the same. They understand that actions speak louder than words, and when their leader sets the bar through their own behavior, it becomes easier for them to rise to the occasion. Leading by example also fosters an atmosphere of trust. People are more likely to trust a leader who demonstrates the same level of commitment and work ethic they expect from their team. A leader who is willing to get their hands dirty, who doesn't shy away from challenges or difficult tasks, gains credibility and respect. When people see their leader taking on the tough jobs, taking responsibility for their actions, and being transparent in their decision-making, they are more likely to trust their judgment and follow their lead. This level of transparency and consistency breeds loyalty because team members know that their leader is not above them, but rather stands alongside them in the pursuit of a shared goal. It's also about showing humility. Leading by example means being humble enough to admit mistakes, acknowledge shortcomings, and ask for help when needed. When leaders demonstrate vulnerability in this way, they humanize themselves in the eyes of their team. This act of humility shows that leadership is not about perfection or superiority, but about continual growth, learning, and improvement. It encourages a culture of openness, where team members feel safe to make mistakes, learn from them, and grow, knowing their leader won't judge them for doing so. In fact, the leader's willingness to be vulnerable often motivates others to embrace their own imperfections and pursue personal development with greater confidence. Another key aspect of leading by example is consistency. A leader who is inconsistent in their behavior or decision-making creates confusion and mistrust. When a leader's actions align with their words and their words remain consistent over time, they create a stable foundation for their team. The team knows what to expect, and they can rely on the leader's principles to guide their decisions and actions. Inconsistency, on the other hand, can breed uncertainty and doubt, causing team members to question not only the leader's competence, but also their integrity. A leader who leads by example makes decisions with a clear sense of purpose and a consistent set of values, and this consistency provides the structure that the team needs to succeed. Leading by example also means prioritizing the well-being and development of others. It's not enough for a leader to simply be successful. They must also help their team succeed. A leader who actively supports the growth of their people by offering guidance, mentorship, and opportunities for development sets an example of generosity and collaboration. When a leader invests in the success of others, they create a ripple effect throughout the organization. People become more willing to help one another, share knowledge, and collaborate in pursuit of a common goal. They begin to see leadership not as a hierarchical position, but as a role that involves lifting others up and empowering them to reach their full potential. One of the most profound ways a leader can lead by example is through emotional intelligence. Leaders who are self-aware, who can manage their emotions, and who can navigate complex social situations with empathy, patience, and understanding set a tone for the entire team. When a leader shows emotional maturity, they create an environment where individuals feel supported, valued, and understood. They don't just lead through logic and strategy. They also lead through compassion and awareness of the emotional landscape around them. In such an environment, people feel safe to express their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment, knowing their leader will respond with understanding rather than frustration or dismissal. Leading by example also extends to the integrity of a leader's actions, particularly when it comes to upholding ethical standards. A leader who makes difficult decisions with integrity, who holds themselves accountable to the same standards they set for others, builds a reputation for fairness and honesty. When a leader compromises on their principles or cuts corners for the sake of convenience, it sends a message to their team that ethical standards can be bent or ignored when it's easier to do so. However, when a leader consistently upholds high ethical standards, even in the face of adversity or temptation, they reinforce a culture of integrity that others will adopt and mirror. The impact of leading by example also extends to the relationships a leader builds within their team. By showing respect, kindness, and appreciation for others, a leader sets the tone for the type of culture they want to cultivate. They model the behaviors that create an environment of collaboration, mutual respect, and support. A leader who listens attentively, values others' opinions, and gives credit where it's due fosters a team dynamic that values each individual's contributions and encourages positive, respectful relationships. This sense of mutual respect and support creates a collaborative environment where everyone feels empowered to contribute their best work. In every way, leading by example sets a standard for behavior and creates a foundation of trust, respect, and mutual accountability. It reinforces the values that the leader wants to instill in their team and inspires others to rise to the occasion. Leaders who lead by example don't just give orders. They embody the qualities they wish to see in their people, creating a culture where integrity, commitment, and collaboration become the norm rather than the exception. Empathy and connection are the invisible threads that bind a leader to their team. While strategies, visions, and goals are important, it's the emotional connection a leader builds with their people that truly inspires loyalty, commitment, and performance. Empathy isn't just about understanding the feelings of others. It's about recognizing the humanity in every individual and responding to that humanity with kindness, understanding, and support. It's about seeing people not as resources to be managed, but as individuals with unique needs, dreams, and challenges. When a leader embodies empathy, they create an environment where people feel safe, understood, and motivated to give their best. At its core, empathy is the ability to put oneself in another person's shoes. But true empathy goes beyond simply acknowledging someone's emotions or situation. It requires actively listening, paying attention to the emotional and psychological cues that are often unspoken, and responding in a way that validates the other person's experience. A leader who listens deeply, not just to the words, but to the underlying emotions and needs, creates a sense of psychological safety. People feel that their concerns, fears, and joys are acknowledged and valued, which opens the door for honest communication, problem-solving, and collaboration. When a leader demonstrates empathy, they create an atmosphere where individuals feel seen and heard. Too often in organizations, people feel like they are just a cog in the machine, their contributions overlooked, and their voices drowned out by the noise of the workplace. But an empathetic leader takes the time to engage with each person, to ask about their needs, their challenges, and their aspirations. This kind of attention and care fosters a sense of belonging. People don't just show up to work, they show up because they feel like their presence matters. They feel like they are part of something bigger than themselves, a team that genuinely cares for them as people, not just as workers. Empathy also plays a crucial role in conflict resolution. In any team or organization, disagreements are inevitable, but the way these conflicts are handled can either strengthen or undermine the relationship between leader and team. A leader who approaches conflict with empathy doesn't rush to judgment or try to impose solutions. Instead, they take the time to understand all perspectives and help mediate a resolution that acknowledges everyone's feelings and needs. This approach not only resolves issues more effectively, but it also demonstrates to the team that their voices and experiences matter. When people see that their leader takes the time to understand their point of view, it deepens their trust and strengthens the emotional bond between them and the leader. One of the most powerful ways empathy manifests is through a leader's emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to manage one's own emotions while also understanding and responding to the emotions of others. Leaders with high emotional intelligence are able to recognize when team members are stressed, frustrated, or disengaged, and they take steps to address these emotions before they become larger issues. They have the self-awareness to understand how their actions and words affect others, and the empathy to adjust their behavior accordingly. This emotional attunement allows them to build strong, resilient teams that can navigate challenges together, knowing that their leader understands and supports them. However, empathy isn't just about responding to the emotional needs of others. It's also about connecting with people on a human level. It's easy to get caught up in the demands of leadership, strategy, results, deadlines. But a leader who invests in building genuine relationships with their team makes a profound difference. When leaders take time to get to know the people they lead, not just as employees, but as human beings with lives outside of work, they build trust and rapport. They show that they value their team members as individuals, not just for their contributions to the organization. These personal connections foster loyalty and a sense of community that can't be created through tasks or objectives alone. Empathy also helps leaders to recognize the unique strengths and challenges of each person on their team. No two people are the same. Each person brings different skills, experiences, and perspectives to the table, and a leader who can empathize with each individual's situation can better support them in reaching their full potential. When a leader understands where someone is struggling or where they need additional support, they can provide targeted guidance and encouragement that resonates with that person. This individualized support boosts morale, enhances performance, and helps people grow into their best selves. It also ensures that no one is left behind or feels neglected in the pursuit of team goals. The power of empathy extends beyond one-on-one relationships. It creates a ripple effect that permeates the entire team culture. When a leader models empathy, it becomes a cultural norm for the entire organization. Team members begin to mirror their leader's behavior, practicing empathy with each other, which fosters collaboration, trust, and positive relationships. Empathetic teams are more likely to be cohesive, resilient, and supportive. They understand that the success of the team doesn't just depend on individual performance, it depends on how well team members connect and work together. This sense of mutual support is invaluable when faced with challenges or adversity. In addition to emotional support, empathy also involves a leader's commitment to creating an environment that allows people to thrive. This means being attuned to the work-life balance of team members, recognizing when someone is overwhelmed, and offering flexibility or resources to help them manage their workload. It also means advocating for the well-being of the team, ensuring that people are not just being pushed to meet deadlines, but are also given the space to rest, recharge, and grow. Empathy, in this sense, extends beyond emotional support to include a deep care for the overall well-being of those the leader serves. Furthermore, empathy is a critical component of effective decision-making. A leader who can empathize with the diverse needs, perspectives, and values of their team will make decisions that reflect the best interests of everyone involved. They won't make choices that favor one group over another or ignore the concerns of certain individuals. Instead, they will consider the broader impact of their decisions on people's lives and well-being. This empathetic decision-making builds trust because people know that their leader is making choices with their best interests at heart. Ultimately, empathy and connection are at the heart of great leadership. They form the foundation of trust, loyalty, and collaboration. When people feel understood, supported, and connected to a leader who genuinely cares about them, they are more motivated, more committed, and more likely to perform at their highest level. Empathy is not a soft skill. It's a powerful leadership tool that drives results and creates environments where people can truly thrive. The infinite mindset is a revolutionary approach to leadership and success. Unlike the finite mindset, which focuses on winning at all costs, the infinite mindset embraces the understanding that success is not a destination but an ongoing journey. In a world where the pursuit of short-term gains and immediate results often takes precedence, the infinite mindset challenges leaders and organizations to think beyond the conventional metrics of success. It invites them to focus on long-term sustainability, the well-being of people, and the collective progress of society. At the heart of the infinite mindset is the belief that the game is never truly over. Success is not about beating a competitor, achieving a particular financial milestone, or reaching a specific goal and then resting on laurels. The infinite mindset shifts the focus to continuous improvement, growth, and contribution to a larger purpose. It's not about getting to the finish line. It's about how you play the game along the way and the legacy you create through your actions. Leaders with an infinite mindset understand that their work is part of something far greater than themselves, and that the impact they have extends beyond their time in leadership. This mindset encourages them to leave a lasting, positive imprint on their organization, community, and the world at large. One of the key aspects of the infinite mindset is the recognition that there is no final score or ultimate endpoint. In business, for example, the temptation is often to measure success by profit margins, market share, or annual performance. While these metrics can be important, they are ultimately finite measures. The infinite mindset shifts the focus from achieving a singular goal to embracing a journey of growth, development, and impact. It encourages a mindset that asks, how can we continue to improve, innovate, and serve others in meaningful ways, even when the immediate challenges are over? It focuses on building a company, culture, or community that thrives not only today, but for generations to come. A leader with an infinite mindset also embraces the idea of progress over perfection. Instead of demanding flawless execution or expecting immediate results, they prioritize learning, adaptation, and evolution. The infinite mindset understands that setbacks and failures are not the end. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and adjust. In this context, mistakes are not signs of defeat, but stepping stones toward long-term success. Leaders who adopt an infinite mindset are not afraid to fail, because they know that failure is just a part of the journey. They encourage their teams to experiment, try new ideas, and learn from the process, knowing that innovation and growth are born out of curiosity, risk-taking, and resilience. In addition to embracing continuous learning and growth, the infinite mindset fosters a sense of purpose that transcends personal success. Leaders with an infinite mindset are deeply driven by the belief that their work contributes to something much larger than themselves. Their focus is not on accumulating wealth, accolades, or power for the sake of it, but on creating meaningful change, providing value to others, and making a positive impact on the world. They ask, how can I serve my team, my customers, and my community in ways that matter? This sense of purpose acts as a guiding force that keeps them grounded and motivated even when the road ahead is uncertain or difficult. When leaders lead with purpose, they inspire others to do the same, creating a culture that thrives on shared values and a collective vision. The infinite mindset also requires an ability to embrace collaboration over competition. While a finite mindset focuses on defeating others and winning at all costs, the infinite mindset recognizes that success is not a zero-sum game. Leaders with an infinite mindset understand that they can collaborate with others, both within and outside their organization, to create mutually beneficial outcomes. They recognize that there is strength in collective effort, and that innovation, progress, and solutions to complex problems often arise through collaboration and shared ideas. Instead of seeing competitors as threats, leaders with an infinite mindset view them as opportunities to learn and grow, understanding that the success of others does not diminish their own. Another important element of the infinite mindset is the idea of resilience. Leaders who embrace this mindset understand that challenges, obstacles, and adversity are a natural part of the journey. They do not view setbacks as roadblocks, but as learning experiences that prepare them for the next stage of growth. Resilience in the infinite mindset is not about being immune to failure or difficulty, but about cultivating the mental and emotional strength to persevere in the face of adversity. These leaders inspire their teams by demonstrating perseverance, optimism, and the ability to bounce back after setbacks, showing that the road to success is often long and winding, but that persistence will ultimately lead to meaningful outcomes. The infinite mindset also involves thinking long-term, with a focus on sustainability. This contrasts with the finite mindset, which tends to prioritize immediate rewards, quick wins, and short-term objectives. A leader with an infinite mindset understands the importance of building a sustainable organization, one that is resilient, adaptable, and capable of weathering changes over time. They recognize that their decisions today will impact the future of their organization, their employees, and the broader community, and they take steps to ensure that they are creating a lasting, positive legacy. This involves investing in resources that can drive long-term success, such as employee development, innovation, and social responsibility. It's about creating value not just for the present, but for future generations. The infinite mindset also fosters an atmosphere of trust and psychological safety. In a finite mindset environment, individuals may be motivated by fear of failure or concern over how they are perceived in comparison to others. This can create a toxic atmosphere of competition, where people are afraid to take risks, make mistakes, or speak up. Leaders with an infinite mindset create a safe space where individuals are encouraged to contribute, share ideas, and experiment without fear of failure or retribution. They encourage vulnerability, authenticity, and open dialogue, knowing that true innovation comes when people feel free to express themselves and challenge existing norms. Finally, the infinite mindset challenges leaders to be adaptable and open to change. In a rapidly evolving world where technology, society, and business landscapes are constantly shifting, a leader with a finite mindset may try to hold on to outdated practices or resist change for fear of disrupting the status quo. However, the infinite mindset embraces change as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Leaders who embody this mindset recognize that their ability to adapt and evolve will determine their success in the long run. They stay open to new ideas, remain flexible in their approach, and encourage their teams to continuously explore new ways of doing things, knowing that the future is always unfolding and that there is always more to learn. The infinite mindset is about shifting our focus from immediate results and finite measures of success to a broader, more enduring vision. It's about embracing the journey of continuous growth, learning, and contribution, and creating a legacy that will endure long after individual victories have been forgotten. Leaders who adopt this mindset inspire not just success, but transformation, creating environments where innovation, collaboration, and long-term impact are the ultimate goals. They understand that in the infinite game, there is always more to achieve, more to give, and more to learn, and that is what makes the journey so meaningful. In conclusion, adopting the infinite mindset transforms not only the way leaders approach their roles, but also the way organizations, communities, and individuals thrive. It shifts the focus from short-term wins to long-term impact, emphasizing growth, resilience, and collaboration over competition. Leaders who embrace this mindset understand that success is a continuous journey rather than a destination. They foster cultures built on trust, empathy, and shared purpose, encouraging people to learn, adapt, and contribute to something much larger than themselves. The infinite mindset challenges traditional views of leadership, replacing finite goals with boundless possibilities, and inspiring leaders to think beyond their own achievements, creating a lasting, positive legacy for future generations. By adopting this mindset, leaders not only empower their teams to perform at their highest level, but also ignite a ripple effect of positive change, both within their organizations and in the world at large. The infinite game is one that never ends, and those who play it well will leave an indelible mark on the future.